We are on the doorstep to PTW Iron Man, and we are ready to knock it down. Welcome everyone to PTW Brutality Episode 18, the go home show to PTW Iron Man, the last episode of Brutality before our highly anticipated pay-per-view. Leading up to that pay-per-view, we got a lot of chaos going on here tonight. CM Punk and Kevin Owens already getting into it, but we also have the contract signing for the PTW Championship match between John Morrison, AJ Styles, and Sami Zayn. That will be mediated by Triple H. Also, the United States Champion Braun Strowman in action tonight. He takes on Sin Cara, the best friend of his Iron Man opponent Rey Mysterio. Then triple threat action, Sheamus, Kofi Kingston, and Dash Wilder. And that'll certainly be an Iron Man preview for the Tag Team Championships. Also, Kevin Owens, we just saw him arrive into the arena. He has a match tonight going one-on-one with Swerve Strickland. But we kick things off with the Women's Champion in action. Asuka goes one-on-one with Carmella. We got a very big show here tonight, getting it kicked off with the Princess of Staten Island. Now Carmella, she finds herself in this matchup because over on Breakdown, she came out and got right in the face of the Women's Champion Asuka, as Asuka was feeling a bit of self-doubt after on the last episode of Brutality she was defeated by Chyna in mixed tag team action, and Carmella came to pick the bone, saying she should be Women's Champion if Asuka is gonna act like that. But all Carmella seems to have done is lit a fire under the PTW Women's Champion, because after that Asuka responded with a roundhouse kick right to the head. And that led to this matchup being made here tonight. Now Asuka is coming off one of the most surprising losses of her career, where she was pinned by Chyna. And many are saying that that means Chyna has the advantage over the Women's Champion going into their matchup for the title at PTW Iron Man. But Asuka seems to have renewed her confidence in this little altercation with Carmella, and this matchup could be a big stepping stone for the women's champion. You can see her, she looks focused, she looks ready to fight here tonight as the Empress down to the ring for one-on-one action. We're gonna get this matchup underway here as Asuka immediately goes for the roundhouse again, just like on Breakdown. Carmella though caught her, but now Asuka fighting back, spinning back fist and the German suplex. The women's champion not wasting any time, tossing around Carmella here in the ring. As now Carmella is laid out, and Asuka, whoa, already Asuka cinching it in. The Asuka lock so early in this matchup, wasting no time, and Carmella taps out. Wow, a decisive victory from the women's champion. And if you wanted an answer for if she's got her confidence back, if she has that fire beneath her, that answers all the questions you may have had about the women's champion. Asuka, a dominant victory over Carmella. But now here is Asuka's opponent, the one she will be defending that women's title against. Chyna, making her presence felt. The ninth wonder of the world, staring down the women's champion, who she already has a pinfall victory over. But now staring each other down here at that matchup at PTW Iron Man. It's one that I and all of these fans are gonna be looking forward to. It looks like there's even more dissension within the New Day, but Kofi Kingston can't focus on that because he is in action up next against Sheamus and Dash Wilder in triple threat action as he comes down to the ring. But this dissension in the New Day has been building over recent episodes where Big E has seemingly felt out of place, where Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods finally, after time of coming up short, finally won the tag team championships for the New Day. But the only problem is they won those titles when Big E was out of action with an arm injury. And so now that Big E is back, there is just this awkward tension within the group where Kofi and Woods seem to want to take things like everything's back to normal again with the New Day, where Big E is feeling a bit down, unable to pick up a win in singles action. He's lost on resistance to guys like Jon Moxley and Sin Cara. But you want to look at a tag team that is solid, that has no issues within them. You look at the Revival as Dash Wilder representing that team coming down to the ring now. The Revival are 2-time PTW Tag Team Champions and could become 3-time champs at PTW Iron Man if things go their way. Also a lot of history and rivalry between the Revival and the New Day throughout PTW. But now Sheamus coming down to the ring. Sheamus and Rusev, the newest tag team in the PTW tag division, but they have taken things by storm. Both men have really just put on a clinic ever since after WrestleMania 3, where they have entered this tag division. They have really asserted themselves and now are looking to challenge for the tag team titles. But this triple threat matchup could be a big opportunity for all three of these men, looking to prove themselves and looking to assert each of their teams before PTW Iron Man. It's Kofi Kingston, Dash Wilder, and Sheamus in action. As now this matchup, well, now Wilder starting things out immediately, going after Kofi, but Kofi comes right back, taking down Sheamus. That's the thing about these triple threats, they're so fast, especially with these three guys. It's Wilder with a headlock, but here comes Sheamus back again, takes down Dash Wilder, now going after Kofi Kingston. Here comes Sheamus, but Kofi with a leapfrog, and now the drop kick from one half of the tag team champions. Kofi Kingston putting that athleticism on display, but now here's Wilder, and Wilder using Kofi Kingston as a weapon there, just dropping him onto Sheamus, almost like a leg drop there. Wilder and Kingston almost working together there, but now Wilder immediately rolls up Kingston for the cover. Kofi kicks out, but now Kofi, the inside cradle, he rolls up Wilder, and Wilder gets the shoulder up, but now Kofi kicking the gut. Now he goes off the ropes, hops over, but now a big clothesline from Dash Wilder. But as I said, there is plenty of history between those two. But now Sheamus getting back involved with those beats right to the chest of Dash Wilder. Those 10 beats from the Celtic Warrior. As Sheamus immediately bringing himself back in this matchup, but now Kofi now, he's gonna get a taste of it. Sheamus now with those beats right to the chest of Kofi Kingston. And Sheamus takes out both men. Wilder rolled to the outside to recover, but now Kofi Kingston now leaves him in the ring as Sheamus scoops him up on the shoulders, and now Sheamus, that rolling senton slam on the cover. Kofi kicks out, but now Sheamus, you could argue, out of these three men, he has had the most singles success in PTW. That may give an advantage in this matchup, but now Sheamus, he's also got the advantage when it comes to just raw power, as he just driving that shoulder right into the gut of Kofi Kingston. Kofi though, catching him with the double knees, and now here is Kingston with the pendulum kick in the corner there. Kofi Kingston now could be looking to fly here, springboard crossbody, but Sheamus, that bicycle knee caught him right on the jaw, and the cover. Kofi kicks out, or no, he doesn't kick out. That's Dash Wilder pulling Sheamus to the outside and throwing him in a turnbuckle, breaking up that pinfall, and now DDT right onto the floor. DDT right on the floor from Dash Wilder, and that'll certainly neutralize Sheamus for the foreseeable future in this matchup, as that is a hard floor to get up from. But now Kofi Kingston taking out Wilder with the flurry of offense. Kofi Kingston, the Jamaican sensation, now has Wilder in his sights, as Kofi Kingston now with the boom drop. boom drop from Kofi and the cover. Wilder kicks out. But as I've been saying, there is plenty of history between the Revival and the New Day, where the Revival have come out on top most of the occasions, but the New Day now are the ones with the Tag Team Championships, and Kofi Kingston could be the one looking for the victory here, looking to line up for the Trouble in Paradise. Kofi goes for it. Wilder, though, avoids it and rolls him up. Kofi kicks out. But now, there's the clothesline and the springboard crossbody. Springboard crossbody from Kofi Kingston. That athleticism on display, and he is fired up. One out for the Tag Team Champions now. Kofi Kingston is gonna fly. Kofi just throwing himself over the top rope, landing on Sheamus on the outside. What a move from Kofi Kingston. As now, Kofi in control in this matchup, bringing Sheamus back into the ring. And Kofi Kingston now could be looking to pick up the victory, as he's the only man still on his feet. Kofi now lining it up, looking again for the Trouble in Paradise, but now Wilder catching him out. Now he's got him, and now German suplex. Kofi though lands on his feet, and now Kingston the SOS and the cover. Wilder kicks out. With Kofi Kingston again, just the agility on display. But now Sheamus from behind. Sheamus takes out Kofi Kingston there, and now lifting him up. Sheamus has got him in position for the white noise. White noise from the Celtic Warrior. And now Sheamus has got Kofi laid out and in position as Kofi trying to get back to his feet. But Sheamus now is calling for it. He is looking now for the bro kick. Kofi Kingston, you might not want to turn around. Sheamus, Kofi avoids it. And now, Trouble in Paradise. Trouble in Paradise from Kofi. But Dash Wilder throws him to the outside, and he's going to steal it. Wilder hooks the leg. And Dash Wilder has stolen this victory. Wilder caught the bro kick, and then Kofi knocked out Sheamus with the Trouble in Paradise. But Dash Wilder picking the bones, striking at the right time, and winning this triple threat match. And little things like that are exactly why the Revival are two-time tag team champions. The ring IQ is just off the charts. They know exactly where to be and exactly when to strike. A big win for Wilder and a lot of momentum for the Revival. After that victory, Headless Man stands by to interview the Revival. The Revival are certainly confident after their win tonight, and they've got every right to be. But up next, ladies and gentlemen, it is Kevin Owens versus Swerve Strickland. And if you want to talk about a big opportunity to make a name for yourself, that is what Swerve Strickland has here tonight. Swerve made his debut on Brutality a few episodes ago in the New Blood Fatal 4-Way match, where many people were impressed with Swerve's ability, his athleticism. And if you want to make a statement, then a win over a guy like Kevin Owens is a great way to do that. But Swerve Strickland, he's got a lot of confidence, a lot of swagger, and he can certainly put it all together in that ring. But tonight it will be no easy task, because he's going up against Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens is not happy here tonight. We saw when he arrived to the arena earlier, he was attacked by CM Punk. And Kevin Owens and CM Punk, they have been at each other's throats ever since Owens attacked Punk on his return to Brutality. Where ever since then it has been back and forth between the two of them. The last episode, Owens costed CM Punk in his match against Christian in what many were calling one of the biggest upsets on Brutality. I don't know if I would go that far, but it was certainly a bold move from Kevin Owens. And as we saw earlier tonight, it certainly angered CM Punk as the Chicago man attacked him in the parking lot when he arrived to the arena. But now this matchup gonna get underway. They lock up center of the ring. Owens now with the headlock throws Swerve to the ground, but Swerve quickly back to his feet, and now chop to the chest there as Strickland goes off the ropes, but Kevin Owens catching him out with that clothesline there. And now Owens wasted no time going right after Swerve with those punches to the face. Kevin Owens certainly in no joking mood after what happened in the parking lot. He's probably just going to want to win this matchup and get out of here as soon as possible as he throws Swerve into the corner and the cannonball. Cannonball there from Kevin Owens, and in for the cover. Swerve kicks out. But Kevin Owens now bringing him right back into the corner. And Owens now again looking for the cannonball, but Swerve caught him with the kick, and now the DDT.
1, 2.
Kevin Owens kicks out, but Swerve nearly caught him out there. Owens had him up, and Swerve turns it around into that massive DDT. But now Swerve coming off the ropes, goes for the boot. Owens though caught him with that elbow to the head, and now Owens throwing him over the top. Swerve hanging onto the apron there, but Owens not done yet. The punch right there. And now Kevin Owens, but oh, Swerve! He just backflipped off the ring apron, landing on the floor. Kevin Owens cannot believe it. I can't believe it either. It's Swerve Strickland just, what agility to avoid Owens there. Now back into the ring. Swerve now catching him out, and the super kick. Big super kick from Swerve Strickland. Owens is stunned now as Swerve has him down in the ring. Looking now to climb up. Swerve Strickland gonna go high risk on the top rope. Could be looking for the Swerve stomp. But now Owens has got him up. And now Kevin Owens throws him right down to the floor. And the senton.
1, 2.
That is why it's called high risk, ladies and gentlemen. Because it can end up like that. Swerve tried to go up top, and Owens made him pay for it. Now Kevin Owens in control. He's got Swerve right where he wants him here, just waiting for him to get back to his feet. As now Kevin Owens has got him here, now looking for the pop-up powerbomb, throws him up. Swerve though lands on his feet, and the flatliner. Flatliner there from Swerve Strickland. Again, the athleticism, the agility on display. Man, this guy is wowing the fans in attendance here tonight, as now Swerve has got Owens lined up, and the house call. House call from Swerve Strickland. That kick right to the side of the head. Owens is knocked loopy, as now Swerve Strickland again looking to climb up, again looking for the Swerve stop, and that could put this one away. Owens still avoids it, and a super kick, but now Swerve caught in the pop-up power bomb. And the cover.
1, 2, 3.
And Kevin Owens picks up the win. What an explosive sequence to end it. But Kevin Owens plants Swerve with the pop-up power bomb and wins this matchup. Swerve Strickland certainly again put up one hell of a fight and made a lot of fans out of the audience, but now there's CM Punk storming down to the ring, and Kevin Owens is running away. CM Punk, you knew he was going to try to get his hands on Kevin Owens again. Kevin Owens just barely getting out of dodge there, but now CM Punk letting him hear it. You know CM Punk is gonna try to get his hands on Kevin Owens tonight, but Kevin Owens, he may just be trying to get out of here as soon as possible. CM Punk and Owens, this thing is reaching a boiling point. Ember Moon's debut will certainly be one to look out for, but now Headless Man gonna interview Rusev and Sheamus, but oh! CM Punk and Kevin Owens, they're brawling now! Crashing the interview set! And we gotta break this up here. Shawn Michaels, the Brutality general manager, sending the locker room over here to try and pull these two apart. We knew it was gonna happen eventually. They got into it in the parking lot, and CM Punk tried to get his hands on Owens after their matchup, but now finally these two brawling have to be dragged off each other by these superstars. Shawn Michaels got a lot on his plate here tonight, but we gotta get down to the ring because we have our final matchup of the evening. The United States Champion Braun Strowman going one-on-one with Sin Cara. I still can't believe everything we've seen between CM Punk and Kevin Owens tonight. And with everything that's happened over recent episodes, you know that matchup at PTW Iron Man, it is gonna be physical and it's gonna be brutal. But now Sin Cara coming down to the ring, soaring over the ropes there with his entrance. And Sin Cara is the best friend and tag partner of Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio, who is the #1 contender for the United States Championship. But the US Champion Braun Strowman could be looking to make an example out of Sin Cara here tonight, as it is certainly a mismatch in terms of size and power, because the monster among men just towers over Sin Cara like he does with 99% of the superstars in the PTW locker room. But this matchup could also be a scouting opportunity for Strowman, because Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio obviously very similar lucha libre styles and backgrounds, but Braun Strowman, honestly, I don't think he's got scouting on his mind. I think he's just got pure destruction on his mind here tonight, looking to make an example out of Sin Cara and show Rey Mysterio this is what you're gonna get at PTW Iron Man. But also for Sin Cara, this is a big opportunity for him. As now these two stare each other down, and that height difference is even more apparent. Braun Strowman now just mocking Sin Cara, putting his hand on his head saying, "I'm this much bigger than you, buddy." But Sin Cara, he's not going to stand for that, but oh, Strowman just drops him with that punch there. And Strowman honestly acting like a bit of a bully here tonight against the smaller Sin Cara. But Sin Cara, though, with a slap, fighting back here. But now, another slap from Sin Cara, but Strowman now just overpowering him into the corner. And the splash there. Braun Strowman now picking up Sin Cara and a massive clothesline. Braun Strowman just drops Sin Cara there. And now the cover. Sin Cara kicks out, but now Strowman just not giving them any breathing room here tonight. And picking him up, could be looking for the Dominator here. Sin Cara gets out of it, and he was looking, I believe, for the arm drag there, but Strowman is just too big for a move like that. And that makes this matchup really interesting because Strowman is just too big for a lot of these Lucha Libre style moves that guys like Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio like to go for. But now Strowman, oh, Sin Cara trying to fight back with the kicks, and now the drop kick. Sin Cara is not going down easy here tonight. Trying to fight back, but now here comes Strowman with a drop kick of his own. A monster-sized drop kick from the United States Champion. And it just levels Sin Cara in the corner. And my God, the US Champion putting on a showcase here tonight as Sin Cara rolls to the outside. And this could get bad for the Luchador. As Strowman now slams him into the apron and now just grabbing him, pulling him up. Strowman now has him up on the shoulders. And Braun Strowman just lets him fall all the way down to the floor. He is the monster among men for a reason. And Sin Cara finding out exactly why he's got that moniker. As Braun Strowman now lining up Sin Cara, and this could get bad here, folks. Braun Strowman running full speed, but Sin Cara avoids it, and Strowman crashing right into those steel steps. And Braun Strowman, his momentum used against him that time, as Sin Cara avoids it, and now Sin Cara, the penalty kick, drops the US Champion. Sin Cara, this could be the opportunity he needs. And Sin Cara now gonna fly with the crossbody. Huge crossbody from Sin Cara, and Strowman is down. Braun Strowman is down on the outside. A huge moment for Sin Cara in this match. Now trying to get Strowman back into the ring, and that might be the hard part because Strowman is too big. Sin Cara's got to lift him up, and he does. He just gets Braun back into the ring there. But now Sin Cara again going up on that top rope again, looking to fly. The crossbody. Strowman though caught him. Strowman catching him. Sin Cara the way to his feet, and now Sin Cara the handspring and the back elbow. Sin Cara now going off the ropes, but again, oh! He went for that crossbody, but just went right into the chest of Braun Strowman. And Strowman was just too big for that. But now Braun picking him up in just that massive clubbing blow.
1, 2.
Sin Cara kicks out. But things could be going from bad to worse here for Sin Cara. He has shown a lot of fight. But Braun Strowman now could be looking to finish it here. Sin Cara is down. His chest just got caved in. And now Strowman's got him up. He's got him walking in the bear hug. A bear hug locked in, trying to squeeze the life out of Sin Cara here tonight. But Sin Cara, those elbows, he's still fighting back. He gets Strowman's arm on the top rope there. And now Sin Cara What's he going for here? Sin Cara, oh! With that corkscrew dive, landing right on the back of Braun Strowman. I don't know what to call that. Strowman kicks out, but Sin Cara, what a move, and what a showing he's putting on here tonight. Bringing in much more offense than I thought he would do, and I'm a big fan of Sin Cara. But he is showing a lot of heart here tonight against the United States Champion. Now going for the Hurricane on Strowman though. Has him caught out, but Sin Cara targeting the arm again of Strowman as Strowman was looking for the power slam, but now Sin Cara twirling him around, and now the head scissors and the takedown, locking in that armbar. That armbar locked in. Sin Cara has been going after that arm, and now locking in the armbar. Can he make the monster submit? No, Braun Strowman. He's too big, he's too strong, and oh, look at the power hoisting up Sin Cara there. Sin Cara on the apron, caught Braun with the kick, and Sin Cara now on the top rope. Could be looking to fly once again. Sin Cara, he tight ropes on the ropes. Braun no, caught him by the throat, and now Strowman scooping him up, and the power slam.
1, 2, 3.
Braun Strowman hits the power slam and picks up the win. But man, what a fight Sin Cara put up. He was not gonna be put down easily here tonight. But regardless, Braun Strowman picks up the win and makes a statement to Rey Mysterio, who I'm sure is watching this matchup from the back. And Braun Strowman letting Rey Mysterio know there, that's what he's gonna do at PTW Iron Man. And if that's what he can do, then Rey Mysterio might want to look out. But a big win from Braun Strowman, a great showing from Sin Cara. But a big win from the United States Champion, and now Rey Mysterio. He was watching this matchup backstage, but now he's standing by to interview with Headless Man. These two men have already brawled all over the arena here tonight, and they will do battle again at PTW Iron Man. It'll be CM Punk versus Kevin Owens. And then this matchup for the Women's Championship, can Asuka overcome her biggest challenge yet. She defends the championship against the dominant China. And then, can the tag team champions overcome possible dissension from within? The New Day defend their tag team titles in triple threat action. They take on Rusev and Sheamus and the Revival. The Revival already picked up a big win tonight. But will that give them momentum heading into Iron Man? Also, the United States Championship. The Monster Among Men versus the Master of the 619. Braun Strowman versus Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship. And then this matchup, 3 fan favorites. 3 are some of the best wrestlers in the world. It's triple threat action for the PTW Championship. John Morrison defends against AJ Styles and Sami Zayn. And we're going to get a taste of that matchup because up next we have got the contract signing for the PTW Championship match. And that signing will be mediated by the Game Triple H. We see already set up the contract in the ring that the 3 men will sign to make their matchup at PTW Iron Man official. And there is Triple H, who's been assigned to mediate this segment. Triple H now welcoming the 3 men down to the ring, and first, it's the phenomenal AJ Styles. AJ Styles, now many have been questioning Styles in his recent ego trip, but oh, there's Sami Zayn interrupting the Phenomenal One. And we saw AJ Styles do the same thing last episode when he interrupted Sami Zayn's entrance. We see Zayn shaking hands with Triple H. Those two did team up at WrestleMania 3. AJ Styles was also a part of that team. But as you can see right now, he and Sami Zayn on very different terms than they were at WrestleMania 3. Both men want to be champion, and many say that title changes you, and it has been changing AJ Styles. But here is the PTW champion John Morrison. He won that title in the main event of WrestleMania 3, and he will be looking to defend it against 2 hungry challengers. The PTW champion making his way to the ring for this contract signing. 3 men. The crowd, they love all of them, but only one of them can be the winner at Iron Man. Now they get ready to sign the contract. Triple H now directing the three men to sign the contract. The PTW champion puts his name down first. Sami Zayn gonna sign his name as well. Hands it over to Styles, and Styles now making it official. All three men signing the dotted line. It's official for the PTW Championship at PTW Iron Man. But Styles with a sucker punch to Sami Zayn. Zayn's now upset. Triple H trying to hold him back. But oh, there's John Morrison. Morrison now going after AJ Styles. AJ Styles has seemed to have a problem with everybody, but now things are really breaking down. Triple H trying to restore order, but now Sami Zayn and AJ Styles, they're getting into it here. But now Triple H supposed to mediate this thing, trying to keep it calm, trying to break them up here. But he's got three big egos. That's now Morrison, the disaster kick, and AJ Styles falls to the outside. Triple H now just trying to restore things, but things have already gone too far. Things have already broken between these three men. They all want to be champion. No, Sami Zayn! Sami Zayn! Exploder suplex right through the table. And Zayn and Morrison were at least the two men in this matchup who I thought respected each other, and I believe they still do. But Sami Zayn showing he is not going to be the third wheel here. Sami Zayn wants to win that championship. And he has said he wants to do it the right way, his way. But making a statement here tonight. Triple threat action. There are no friends. It is just about winning that PTW Championship. AJ Styles believes he's been wronged by everyone. Morrison wants to defend his title. Zayn wants to prove himself. Who is going to win the championship?